Welcome everyone, my name is Justin and this is Atze, and we're two wildlife ecologists from the Netherlands. And half a year ago, we set out on a mission to find the snow leopard and the Bengal tiger in Nepal. And this was an incredible journey which we shared on our Chasing Carnivores channel. And during this journey, we realized that we thoroughly enjoy looking for these travels related to carnivores.
This time we're closer to home. We're in Slovenia. It's a very wild old forest, and in this forest lives the Eurasian lynx. So we're trying to find the Eurasian lynx. The Eurasian lynx is not the only large carnivore in this area. We also have the wolves and the bears. In Europe, which is densely populated, large carnivores still thrive. So yeah, let's go on an adventure.
So before we dive into the forest, we decided to rent this camper van. Hello.
Welcome to my MTV cribs. Check it out.
Wow,
Very
very
nice
organized.
And we even have a combination with our kitchen.
Nice.
Same room.
Yeah, it's great. Makes us very mobile, so we can stand in places like this. Nature. Before going to Slovenia, we got in touch with local lynx expert Lan Ocheva, who was more than willing to support us in our mission to find the Eurasian lynx. So as soon as we arrived in the forests of Kočevje, no time was wasted. So we're now following Lan Ocheva into the mountains of Slovenia. We're going to check one of his camera traps that he set up 2 months ago in this area. And 2 months is a very long time, so that's extremely promising. So fingers crossed, we're very curious what we're gonna find there. Here we have a scent marking spot, and lynxes spray their urine backwards onto these vertical surfaces, such as trees and rocks, to communicate with other lynxes. This scent marking plays a role in attracting partners during the mating season, but also to show their ownership of a territory.
You work so hard and then it's 800 videos, so I don't think we will have time to check them all. There it is.
Whoa.
It's lynx, yeah. It's a good news.
Okay, we've just seen the lynx along his camera trap. And the Eurasian lynx is like the size of a large dog. And they have this beautiful yellowish fur. And in the winter, it becomes more grayish and thicker. And they have these beautiful tufts on their ears. And this is the spot where Lan recorded lynxes more often. And we also put a camera trap here. So this is a very promising start for us.
You might be wondering by now, who is this Lan and why does he know so much about lynx and other wildlife in this area? So we decided to go to his cabin in the woods, where we sat him down for a quick chat about his work with the lynx and other animals.
It's good to have you here. It's really nice to have guests from all over the world. So my name is Lan Ocheva, and I'm working as a researcher or wildlife technician in University of Ljubljana. So mainly I was employed by a Life Lynx project. It's a project that's trying to save our lynx population from extinction.
Really awesome. A lot of big animals in your life.
Yeah. It's been like a dream since I was young.
And what is it about the lynx?
It's like a ghost, you know. It's there, but you don't know it's there. This attracts me the most with lynx because they are a really elegant species. They are like a specialized killer. They know how to survive in this tough habitat. The cats are cats. It's just they're just different.
And it's also partly why we do this documentary, because we have the same passion. So it's really nice to meet someone from a different country and recognize the same. We're trying to find a snow leopard, which is like the ghost of the mountains, very hard to find. So we know that you can't always get what you want in nature. So we accept that we don't see a lynx, but we still want to try. So what do you think? Is it, you said it's the ghost of the forest? Do we have a chance, or is it?
The chances are really slim. Usually, this kind of stuff happens when you don't expect it. So I'm sorry to say this, but this is how it is. But still, you shouldn't give up.
We'll see.
I can't promise anything. Yeah,
okay.
it's really.
And now we're following Lan again, and he's taking us to one of the prey sites from the lynx. So he found a kill there from the lynx, which is 4 days old, presumably a roe deer. So we're heading there now.
This is indeed a roe deer. Lynx, they prefer to hunt ungulates. It's also red deer and roe deer, which are common in this area. But lynx are common in other parts of Europe as well, where you don't have the prey. For example, more in mountainous regions, you have the chamois, which they also feed on. So depending on the region, they have different diets, but they really prefer this roe deer if it's present in the area.
How was that?
It's very lively. You know, there's 2 kills of roe deer, and you could feel that the lynx was around.
Is somewhere here. Lan was so hospitable that he even offered us his cabin to spend the night. The next day he would pick us up to take us into the field for another day, so we couldn't be more grateful. Eventually, Lan took us to a box trap in the middle of the forest, which he and his team use for their work with the lynx. So can you explain a bit what this box trap is for?
Because we are doing the research, we are putting the telemetry collars in it, so we gain a lot of important information with telemetry data. We want to know more about lynx ecology, about the spatial movement, what kind of food they're eating, and this kind of ecology stuff. When the animal hits the string, the mouse trap triggers, and it triggers also this green mechanism that holds the door up, and then when it triggers, the doors fall down. Yeah, so that's how it works.
When moving through the woods, silence is of the essence. And one small misstep on a snapping branch or a crunchy pile of leaves could alert a nearby animal to flee. So we proceeded to sneak through the woods as ninjas, which eventually resulted in yet another beautiful wildlife encounter.
So we're inside a bear den right now. And this is not used anymore, but this is where the bears are cubs, and keeps them here for. And sometimes also badgers and foxes use it. So cool. So yesterday was an awesome day with Lan. He showed us already so much, and he helped us put a camera traps at very promising sites. So the next couple of days we're going on an adventure on our own, and hopefully we're gonna see the lynx in this beautiful forest.
eventually we ran into this Roe Deer family, and it was such a pleasure to watch these two fawns frolic around carelessly while their mom was watching whether any predators were around. These types of sighting that give a glimpse of intimacy of the natural world are most beautiful, particularly because you don't expect it to happen.
In this area also brown bears live, and here you can see the scat of a brown bear. And brown bears are actually omnivores, so they actually mostly eat like insects but also fruits. And here you can see they have like a fruit diet. This bear, he ate a lot of seeds. You can see all the seeds in the scat, and it's quite big. Look at the size of my hand and then the size of the scat. Because brown bears are actually very huge animals. And in this area, how many are there, you said just?
900.
900. So actually these brown bears are quite common in this part of Europe. So not far away from where we saw the bear scat, we actually see its footprint here. If you look closely, you can see the nails right there and the size of it. Look at how wide it is.
Many animals become active when night falls, including the brown bear. And after finding their scat and fresh tracks, we knew one of the bears in this area was nearby. We sat down at the start of the evening and waited for a few hours. Until all of a sudden, we hear twigs being crushed in the bush, and we knew it must be something big. And there it was, the brown bear.
We've seen the bear. It's pitch dark, but this is what chasing carnivores is all about. Yeah, this is our first bear sighting ever. It's insane, but we did it. We found it. Yes.
But we still had to go back to our camper van, which we parked a few hundred meters from the empty cabin. This meant we had to go through the area where we had just seen the bear.
This feels worse than with the tiger. It's awfully dark. And you know it's there.
Fortunately, the coast was clear, so we got into the van safely.
Okay, so yesterday was an incredible day. First off, we saw baby roe deer, which was just beautiful to witness.
So we walked around a bit and came across an open field with a cabin there, and we decided to station ourselves in there and wait until it was dusk, because that's when bears are mostly active. And before we even realized the bear was there, it was just such a mind-blowing experience. We couldn't fathom what we were seeing. It's such an incredible big animal with its fur, and when it stood up, it was just unbelievable sighting. So we're already so grateful after a couple of days, so we'll see what today brings.
Lucky us!
In the next chapter, our wildlife encounters continue to be absolutely beyond belief. We meet with several extraordinary people to put the story of these carnivores in perspective, and we uncover some incredible footage on our camera traps.
If you enjoyed our search for the carnivores of Slovenia, please subscribe and we'll be back soon.